Hi guys, and welcome to another episode. It is the 11th of November today. It's a Monday and it's just another fantastic day out. The weather is just mint. I'm starting off with the small pot. Starting off easy. Let's see. Oh, that's just a couple of crabs. Now, I was out hauling the pots 1 week ago exactly, and I came home with 3 keepers. Unfortunately for my English viewers, that episode I decided to do in Norwegian, but it was an amazing haul. And yeah, but I was out hauling the pots 2 more times last week and I didn't catch anything worth keeping. At least I caught like one egg, one lobster with eggs each of those 2 times I was out hauling the pots, and nothing else except for crabs, of course. But we're not out for crabs, are we? But today, hopefully, we'll be hauling all the 10 pots, if I can find them. It feels like they've been out for ages, but they've only been out for 4 nights, I think. I hauled them on Thursday. Yeah, so Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Yeah. 4 nights they've been soaking. I'm changing all the bait this time because, well, there's a fine line between salted, sour bait and rotten, spoiled bait. And this, yeah, I'm not keeping this. I'm not continuing fishing with spoiled bait. Okay, off to the next one. Okay, pot number 2. Crab. Yeah. At this point in lobster season, I am moving the pots around a lot. I try a spot and then I try a new spot. So I'll be moving all these pots to some new locations, and hopefully I'll find some new fishing grounds, if you know what I mean. Okay, off to the next one. Okay, coming up on pot number 3. Let's see. That's a lobster. Hey, that might be a keeper. It just might be a keeper. That crab is a keeper. Oh, that's too bad with the claw. You can see that it has a big hole in its claw there. I think we'll let that one go. It still has a bit of growing to do. Now that lobster though, I think that will be close. Let's get the measure out. That is a male with a nice crushing claw. I can't really see how a male with that size of a crushing claw can be undersized, but oh, it's a bit soft. You can test it by pushing down on the sides here, and it gives way. It gives a little bit of way. So It's fairly soft. It's not very soft, but you know, this, oh look, it has some deformation on the mid flap here. And maybe, you know, maybe that is saving it this season. It might just not be big enough because it has this deformation. Let's see, let's see. Nope, that's in. Okay. Now some people might say that you shouldn't keep a soft lobster. It's not really that soft. I wouldn't have a problem eating this, but I'm not eating this today. I can keep the lobsters in my storage pot throughout December. I have to register to do it, but that means that this lobster can go by itself in a separate storage pot for 1.5 months, and I can keep feeding it crab, like the what's it called in English? The part of the crab that the legs and the claws are connected to, right? It's really thin, fine shell in there. It's a lot of calcium and food, so it'll gain its calcium reserves and build its shell harder, and it will also grow in 1.5 months. I have no problem then eating this as a New Year's dinner. Really nice claw there. And I'm a bit surprised that I caught a lobster here, because this part of the coastline has been heavily fished. There has been pots here throughout the season. So the fact that this guy dodged all those pots is probably because it's soft. Not because people won't keep it, but because when the lobsters are soft, they hide in small, like caves and stuff. And then when they're hard enough, they come out to feed. When they shed or molt, as it's called, they eat their old shell to gain their calcium, right, and to build a new shell. And when they're hard enough, they come out. But yeah, really happy with that. I am gonna enjoy that crushing claw. Oh, that'll be so good. Oh, that will be a beautiful lobster dinner. Nice! Huh, I really wasn't getting my hopes up. But it just goes to show, you never know. Okay, off to the next pot. Okay, coming up on pot number 4. Oh man. That's a crab pot. Yeah. And then I'm gonna show you something. As you can see here, these jellies here, they are stinging jellyfish. I don't know if you have these in England or the Guernsey or wherever you're fishing, but these have become a sort of a nuisance. It's in Norwegian, it's perlesnormanet eller noe. Pearl string jellyfish. And they sting much worse than the yellow and blue and red jellyfish that are known for stinging. These sting a lot more. They're not dangerous, but in Norway we have a lot of like salmon farms, right? And if these things get too many, it's a big problem, and they're looking at big mortality numbers in the salmon farms. If I'm not mistaken, correct me if I'm wrong, but these weren't as plentiful a few years ago as they are now. I think they like cold weather or something. It's about 10 degrees in the water, and so it shouldn't be a problem for common swimmers, right? Okay, but that is just a sorry catch. Just a couple of crabs and... Oh man! Shut up! Off to the next one. Okay, coming up on pot number 5, and this is one of the big ones. I guess you can see where I am, just outside Grønningen Fyr, Grønningen Lighthouse. Now let's see. That's a sorry catch, but it doesn't matter. 4 crabs. Okay, let's head over to the next one. Okay, coming up on pot number 6. Another one of the heavy ones here. Ah, come on. Ah, that's a lobster and a really nice wrasse. That lobster, I think, is gonna be too small. But the wrasse will be very nice. Look at that. That is a big one. I'm gonna save that. Yep. And then that lobster, that is gonna be too small for certain. But we'll have a measure. For the hell of it. Yep, that's out by, well, not quite a centimeter, I guess, but close to a centimeter. Yep. There he goes. Okay. Well, that was the first 6 pots, and now I'm gonna have a coffee and reset these, and then we'll hold the last 4. See you then. Okay, coming up on pot number 7. Well. There's nothing in here. Not much to say about that then. Much of the bait is gone. That much I can say. Okay, off to the next one. Okay, coming up on pot number 8. This feels like a crab pot. It's a bit heavier, but let's see. Oh, just a poor catch altogether. Both these pots were set at a spot that I'm not putting them back in. or back out. Okay, off to the next one. Okay, here comes the big pot. One crab. Ay, ay, ay. Well, off to the next one. Okay, pot number 10. Last chance. I don't think I ever had a pot at this spot, so it'll be interesting to see. And that is 2 crab. Not very interesting at all then. But 1 lobster and 1 keeper. I'm very happy with that. I do not expect anything more. I actually expect less at this point in the season. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you next time. Take care.